Here we are on the Euro US dollar 30-minute time frame. Apologise for the gruffness of my voice. I'm just recovering from a bit of flu, I think it is. So I just wanted to actually go back to what I was saying this morning. Did not do any trading today, but lo and behold, I think we actually got it, more or less spot on. What we were saying was we're going to get up to this area here, and there it is, ping. Actually right onto there, so they almost sort of held up the trading for me. I'll be back tomorrow hopefully trading. What I'm looking for is a decent couple of candles like that to send price to the downside off that level there, which is what I was talking about today. We did have off that there, but that was too early. I really wanted to have the upper boundary there, and then once we got that, we can get going hopefully to the downside and see if we can get prices not only down as far as there, but hopefully right down to here. And then, as we said, there's going to be another question mark needs to be asked down there. Now the thing is, what happens if we don't actually get there? What happens if we don't actually get there? Then we're going to, all of this up here to play for. And I have to say, actually, based on the price action of today, as I did not trade at all today, but based on this price action where we started off today, and this is on the 1 hour, it is actually more bullish than it is bearish. You can just see that by just plainly looking at the number of blue candles there. Okay, but if you look at that price action, in fact, what actually is happening, underneath there's actually not bad support on the 1 hour, and the important thing is it's just actually broken a little bit higher there, and again, it doesn't matter what time frame you're on, you can see this the same type of phenomenon thing happening here. Didn't actually break out on this occasion to the higher point. We had a lower high here, and then of course that reverses everything, but you can see this all over the place. It's the lows going up and the highs coming down. So at the moment the lows are breaking out, and I think if anything I'll be more tempted to go for the long side, but the secret will be in what happens in that box there during the London session. Is it 2 to the downside, or are we going to get 2 to the upside, that type of thing, and then I'm going to go with that trade. So that is what I'm seeing at the moment on the 1 hour. I'm just going to put it back onto the 30 minutes, sorry, to the 4 hour. Now if you go to the 4 hour, of course, you've got again the same phenomenon. We got these guys coming down. We're on that area there, and again I'm expecting this to come in, but expecting people to come in doesn't necessarily mean that they will come in, and we've bounced off this area here. We've got to see what happens at that point there, and just you need to actually inspect price as it's trading through these levels here, and currently, so for the 30 minute, it looks like it might actually be starting to just tip down a little bit here, but on the 1 hour it's a lot more bullish. You can just see it, possibly ticking down something like that. On the 1 hour it's much more bullish, might break above, or you could get back up to there. So let's just wait till the Asian session takes place and see what happens later tonight. Nothing else is really going to happen. Okay, and just also on the daily, whilst as I said that we said this morning, we are right on a whole bunch of levels here, and it is possibly time where we go a little bit more this type of thing up into there. So I think if you were asked me, I'll probably do 55-45 on upside, but it's all important. The importance is tomorrow morning what happens on that 30 minute. Are they going to take it down one more time, or are we going to just start to move this one up here ever so gently, that type of thing, and then move it up a bit here and to the top of that one here, challenge that one, and then break out and get to this one up. Okay, this was the trade that I put on actually, because we just about preempted a little bit close. I haven't touched this one today, but the idea was that we were going to close back down into this range. Now it hasn't actually done that. Obviously today's first day of the week. Let's just put it onto the daily. It's just actually closed up there, so I'm going to be looking at this type of area very, very carefully there. It is possible that we reach back up to there, and then they might come in again to start the selling down there. Ideally, what I should have done is just waited a little bit longer to get into that range there, because the trade is to get into there, and then with the idea of it coming down at least 50, if not 100% there. And what I've actually got at the moment is it's broken a little bit higher. I've got a small position on there, broken a little bit higher, but I think I'm not too concerned about that until we get to give this one actually some space, because these swings are quite big, and the idea is that maybe in there or at the top here. We'll just see what happens tomorrow morning if the hesitation comes in. It's all about actually price, hesitate. It's already starting to hesitate a little bit there, pushed off a little bit of that one there. So it might be that they just wanted to get involved in this type of trend. Sorry, I wanted to get involved in this type of just touching this one here. Could be that, and then we might get a downturn tomorrow. But currently that blue one is not bad going to the upside, but it's a little bit late. I would have preferred that blue one off the bottom here and then continuing on. It was pushed into that level. We'll see if they want to sell that one on the way down again. Okay, and just for a bit of fun actually, because I'm feeling pretty bad, I am going to finish on this one. This was that Turkish lira trade that I was talking about, how it does pop quite nicely to the upside. Seems to be one or two banks probably controlling this. I don't know which ones that would be actually off the top of the head, but this type of thing, it seems to move quite nicely, and there had been that one there, and I closed this out Thursday, I think it was, because I was traveling. It made a pop and then it's gone again, and that represents at a certain point it's about 8% move. Phenomenal move that. So I missed on that one, but there you go. That is the way that's trading, and it's an interesting thing. At the moment, I would suggest that doesn't really look even exhaustive, and of course the trade will be, can you pick it up on the way back down onto here? Can we pick it up on this level here in order to push it yet again to the upside? It doesn't really look overextended at the moment, which is surprising having had all this run up. But I might try, I'm not going to do this tonight, but I will maybe tomorrow evening have a look at that and possibly try and get a small position in that one, just round about, somewhere around about here, looking for a pullback on there, and that hopefully people will start buying that round about that level. Okay, that was it. Hope if you were trading yourself, you had a good day's trading.